What's going on? It's another week. Got me a new chair. And we got a lot to get into here in this edition of Pro Wrestling Smoke, the pro wrestling sports side of S.T.O podcast family. You get what I'm saying? And yes, speaking about the podcast family, hit that QR code to check out the Risque side of the podcast family, place where the conversation gets saucier, the boobies pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what pop off. They should subscribe. I'm talking about the premium smoke room on Loyalfans. Got great content over there as well. And also don't forget about the flagship of the S.T.O podcast family. The reason why I'm 3 times nominated for the AVNs, S.T.O, the Smokers Lounge. You get what I'm saying? And this podcast is brought to you by PassDat apparel. Link in the description. Great t-shirt designs. 420 inspired. Smokekind.com, the King of THCa, mailed right to your door from California. Hit the link for great to check out many of their discounts and sales. SarahJCBD.com. Excuse me, I don't knock my blunt off. SarahJCBD.com. Please use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off your next order. They got pain relief, they got stress relief, and for your sexual needs, they even have lube. And for my people in the lifestyle, swinging, and all that stuff, if you're looking for a place and you're in North Carolina or you're coming through North Carolina, you're trying to find a place to travel to, I got you covered. The OdysseyLounge. Go to the OdysseyLounge.net. They have parties every Friday and Saturday. Couples are welcome. Singles are welcome. Even transgender welcome. Yes, the LGBTQ is very much welcome. They have multiple rooms for you to get your play game on, as well even a dungeon. And they have parties, like I said, every Saturday and Friday. Go to OdysseyLounge.net and go ahead and pay a donation to join in on the fun every Friday and Saturday, and it's weekly. You know, and they recently even had a little gangbang party. So yeah, we freaky NC. You feel me? So, yeah, and that's it for the sponsors. So, what's going on, people? Man, I got a packed show today. I got 2 shows, 2 major events, a pay-per-view and a major event to review, and Clash in Italy to preview. So, but first off, AEW's pay-per-view was better than Saturday Night Main Event because WWE had Saturday Night Main Event. I have to look it up. I watched it. I was not impressed, actually. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up and see what happened on Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah, because I forgot all about the fact that there was a Saturday Night Main Event. and let me see. Here we are. Yeah, it was Saturday Night Main Event. And they had their matches. And I'm not even going to front. AEW, if I had to rank each of the events this weekend, AEW number 1, Ashe number 2. Yes, I said Ashe number 2. WWE was number 3. I'm gonna be real with you. The Saturday Night Main Event really wasn't anything to write home about. We had Becky Lynch win against Sol Ruka. Becky Lynch attacked her before the match, and then Sol Ruka botched a Soul Snatcher. And it seemed like she can't get that Soul Snatcher right. The Soul Snatcher right for nothing. She has not. The only time she had done it flawlessly was when she beat Bayley. She either misses it, the person don't get there soon enough, the person too far away, or what have you. So basically, they set this up for Sol Ruka to face Becky Lynch at Clash at the Castle. Do I think they're going to put the belt on Sol Ruka? I don't know. But I'll get to the predictions with that in a second. Ethan Page lost to Penta. Not mad at that. That actually was the best match of the damn night. Division, the Street Profits, that wasn't anything to write home about, to be honest with you. And Logan Paul got hurt. So, for some apparent reason, everyone has been injured that's been in division except for Paul Heyman. And this past Monday, Austin Theory lost his noodle. He attacked a whole bunch of people, one of the people being Angelo Dawkins, which makes me wonder, because now that Angelo Dawkins been kind of taken out, are we going to have Montez Ford and Seth Rollins as a tag team? And two, is this going to open the door for Montez Ford to get a single run? Because we've been hearing a lot for the past couple of years that WWE kind of want to do a single run with Montez Ford. People have been praising his potential being a future WWE champion. And I totally agree. Out of the two, he's the one that's the breakout star. And you know how WWE don't like keeping tag teams together. You know, period. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to keep tag teams together. So I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it right with you. I was like, and we had Real Hippie, Charlotte Flair, Lex Bliss against Jay Cargill, B-Fab and Meechin, with Rhea Ripley and them getting the win. And can we be honest that Jay Cargill is an afterthought right now when it comes to the women's title? Because it seemed like they're kind of building to Charlotte Flair versus Ripley. By the way the storyline is, rivals now have to work together against a common enemy. But it feels like to me at some point they're going to pull the trigger where Charlotte, it's not that Charlotte going to turn heel, is that Charlotte at some point going to challenge for the title. Jay Cargill I'm pretty sure they're going to give Jay Cargill a shot at Rhea Ripley because they set that up too. But I don't see Jay Cargill regaining the title. So, and then we had Brie Bella and Paige and them defeated Irresistible. No, actually I take that back. Cargill, B-Fab, and Meechin defeated. That's how much I ain't watched the shit. Defeated Bliss and Flair. Who got the pin then? Yeah, good mate. Who got the pin? I think Cargill did get the pin, and I think she pinned Ripley. But we know Cargill going to face whoever anyway, so yeah. And that was pretty much it. I'm reading. To me, I think the whole thing. Well, the person here I was reading for the Bleacher Report gave it a B. To me, it was the weaker of the two events, of the three events, in my opinion. I'm just being honest. Y'all can look at me sideways if you want to, but it is what it is. So, the best match was Penta and Ethan Page. I'm not even going to bullshit you on that. I love Ethan Page and Penta. They're both are great performers. And it's funny that all your top stars ain't even WWE made, really. You know what I'm saying? Except for what? Braun Breaker? So there you go. So I'll get to Clash of the Castle in a minute. We about to begin with Ashe Wrestling. So this show, point blank, was fire from the beginning to end. Great matches. I have to give this, actually, to me, this is probably the best show that they done had, and trust me, they done, it's like Ashe gets better with each show. It just gets better with each show. I'm just saying, it's literally, they get better with each show. So where should I begin here? Because I'm gonna actually give y'all a little highlights here and there, some of the matches. So of course you had the intro, and Caprice Coleman comes out, and it's his last show as the commissioner. As you know, the last Ashe 14, he put his hands on Cream Pie Poppy. And he comes out, he addresses the crowd, talking about his last time. He got a major announcement the night later and so forth. And he calls out the other gang. He apologized to Cream Pie Poppy. He makes it up. He tells the other gang that they will get a title shot against TME. And, you know, he apologized to him. But my man, the Cream Pie Poppy, the big man, was like, wait a second. You going to throw them a tag title shot, but what about me? I got fucked over in the world title tournament. So, right when he, I guess, was going to say, well, look, we're going to figure out something, the shotters, the top shotters come out. Now, y'all remember them from 14. They had a title shot against TME, and it was a good, I'm not even going to call it a great tag match, but they lost. So, this set up the first match of the night, the shotters versus W Gang. All right. So with that being said, let's take a quick little look-see, you know, as I like to say about this. Let's take a look-see, shall we? Let's go. This is on their Patreon. Go subscribe to Ashe Wrestling Patreon.
Doing a good job of cutting this ring in half. That's exactly what is needed in tag team wrestling. You just need your opponent over towards your corner, so you can get the most out of your moveset.
This is very good match. Very clean, action-packed. I mean, both these tag teams. Ashe got a strong tag team
to the face to Jordan Holt. And they have completely changed the complexion of this match.
A lot of tag team maneuvers. I find it interesting that normally they have Cream Pie Poppy.
Very close, very close. Jordan Holt's a little tired out there.
Normally, hold on. Normally they have Cream Pie Poppy and Jordan Holt, or Vega. This go around, they had Vega and Jordan Holt, which I feel should be the tag team moving forward. That Cream Pie Poppy himself, he needs to be a singles. See? Very good action. Couldn't he knock the shit out of him? The Shotters, I like them. I like them as a heel tag team. I like their manager. I swear, the one that's in the ring now, don't he put you in the mind of R-Truth? Like, this could be R-Truth's son? Oh, here we come, the hot tag. Oh, with the boot to the face. He about to get loose. Oh, like the headbutt. Vega, I really like him. I like his look. The intensity on his face, man, is amazing. Look at that. So if you want to watch the rest of it, damn it, subscribe. I'm going to just give you some highlights, people, just some highlights. So very good match back and forth. I knew the other gang was going to win because ultimately they're going to put the belt on the other gang. So the other gang defeated a very game shooters. So now the next match after that, we had a word from the champ. My wife in my head, her sexy self. Charity King. Let's hear what Charity King got to say, ladies and gentlemen. Because Baby wasn't there, but she was busy at she was at New Texas Pro defending her women's title. That's why she wasn't there. They had a match the same. They had she had a booking the same night. So with that being said, let's listen to this sexy ass mama talk her shit.
Have a very special message from our Ashe Women's Champion. Let's hear from her right now.
Big boy got there. Big Bobby. You do something about your outfit, though, bro. You do something about your outfit. You do more like Big Show. Let me shut up.
Hello, Ashe Wrestling. It's your women's champion, Charity King. And you see, it just occurred to me that I have been champion for over 250 days. That is 250 days of pure dominance, defeating every single woman that has stepped foot in the ring with me. And in the process, I acquired a second championship.
King 2 belts.
You see, I currently hold 2 of the most prestigious championships in the world, and it feels damn good. 2-belt king. Yep. Nobody can stop me. I am who these girls think about. I am who these girls want to be.
Talk your shit, baby. Sex ass.
And I can talk my shit because, as you guys have seen, I back it up.
Oh, yes.
So tonight, the girls get a little favor from me. And that is by me taking my foot off their necks for one night.
Yeah.
But don't you get it twisted.
Yeah.
My mindset is still the same. This championship reign is forever. And still, you're reigning and defending champion.
Yeah. Fucking my damn horn.
To our Ashe Women's Champion, and it looks like she's gonna have some new competition tonight because, well, we have some debuts.
Yeah, talking shit. So now, next up was a women's match. It was ironic how they put her first. You know what I'm saying? She'll be back in the next show. And we had the next match. Now, this match was interesting because this was Auntie Joe versus Zenith Zion. And this was Zenith Zion, who is known as the pint-sized powerhouse. Beautiful young lady, small. But Auntie Joe, she's a big mom. She's a big girl. What have you. And this match was speed over power. It was nothing pretty about this match, trust me, because even Zion, she tried to pick up Auntie Joe and slam it. It didn't work with him. So we're going to take a look. You know, we're going to look a little bit. We're going to look a little bit. Just a little bit. It's going to be a
Smooths out those edges. She is going to be a formidable force in this business. Oh, spine.
Auntie Joe
on
was doing
high.
her thing in the match. She dominated the match.
Auntie Joe
Venus
is
was always fighting for
really
the
taking
whole time.
control of this match. Not a lot of off.
You know what I'm saying? She was in control. It pretty much Zion was fighting from underneath the whole time. She had very good comeback. I'm not even going to front. Also, she tried to pick up Joe many times and couldn't do it. So when she finally did it, it hit and it popped. As you can see the struggle. That's what I like about it. It was a struggle. She's not, even though she's smaller, it's making sense. No, she can't pick this girl up like that. So now you got to watch and see how she's going to do this shit. How she's going to get her up. You know what I'm saying? How's she going to do her moves? Look at this. You feel me? Yeah. I actually like that she couldn't pick up fully. It shows that, yeah, she really got to struggle to get this big girl moving. And Auntie Joe was laying it in. Oh, and she's sexy as fuck too. Goddamn, boy. There's some beautiful women in Ashe. I'm just saying. Auntie Joe, Auntie Joe be the one I holler at. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I like him thick. You know, I mean, don't get Zion cute. You know what I'm saying? But Auntie Joe, she's something special. And of course, she had to use the ropes to win the match. So it made sense. She won't go overpower this big woman. She had got smarter and using smart. And I think I did predict Zion winning, so I was right. So far, I'm 2 for 2. I know my wrestling, don't you think? So this match was real good. Like I said, it was where it's supposed to be. Zion, she fought from underneath. She had to work and struggle and fight, and then eventually had to cheat and outsmart this lady to win. So I'm not mad at it. I would love to see more of Auntie Joe. I'm pretty sure they should now with Zion having her first win in Ashe. Now we start to see the women's division develop. We start to see contenders and so forth. But I would love to see Auntie Joe back. I would love to see her and Jocelyn Navarro in a match. I'm just saying. You know, her and Savannah Evans. Zena, you know what I'm saying? They're two ladies that debut later on the night that we gonna get into because, bruh. Hey, LeBron, you a bad boy, nigga. You train him. You get him right. Because I'm not even gonna front. LeBron Cozone, he gets him right. You work with him, you going places. So there you go. So next up is the Hold for Hold challenge. And Michael Bingston has been doing this. This is his third one. Actually, to be honest with you, this was the best match. Ryan Rembrandt answered the call. And this was interesting because Rembrandt is not known for grappling. But it was a very good match of back and forth. Actually was better than the second match. I'm not even going to front. I think Bigston, when he's going to be into the title run, when he's going to get a title shot, when he's going to be thrown into the title picture. Because, I mean, he's not lost them. He only lost, I think, one match. And it was Owen Knight that beat him. And interesting how Owen Knight has not answered any of the Hold for Hold challenges. Nor has they put Bigston against him again. I think that might be something that might be revisited down the line. But it was a very good match, a good back and forth. Rembrandt, I remember him from Memphis Wrestling. Surprised he ain't been back. Glad he's in our shape. And it was a very good match. Of course, Rembrandt lost, but let's take a look at some of the action, show. Here we go. Remember, you can't punch. You can't punch. You can't punch. Nope, can't punch. Nope. And one thing what I like about this is that it was grappling, it was holds, reversals, And then what was funny was, of course, Binghamton is going to give you some comedy because he up there took your man's brush and brushed his hair. Look at this. I would love to see him go against Jonathan Gresham. I would love to see Gresham answer the whole challenge. I would love to see that. Because you don't see a lot of black grapplers, that guys that really hang their shit on wrestling other than him and Gresham for the most part. And then Moriarty. Of course, Rembrandt gonna do him. And he's frustrated because, I'm like, wait a second. Oh, this is my part. Hold up. This is my part. Brushed his hair. I told you, basically going to give you some comedy with the match. You know what I'm saying? It was very good. Look, he pissed off. He done brushed his hair. All right, that's enough. That's if you want to see more, you need to subscribe. So that match was great. I love that match. I knew Binghamton was going to win. I just didn't know because they didn't say who he was going to go against. So next up after that was the tag titles was on the line. And as you know, for the past couple of shows, Suge D has been at war with Khan and his cronies. As everyone knows, Bishop Khan is a part of the man. He's at AEW. Actually, the following night, which we got to review. And, hold on, I'm just so happy to say this. I asked for AEW pay-per-view, and I'm going to talk about it. And definitely will purchase another one. But now, back to my point. Suge D has been at war with Khan's crew. His crew consists of Prophetic Moses, TME. Khan has not been there to defend the Pan-African Diaspora World Heavyweight title because of his commitment with AEW. What would be cool if AEW actually had him defend the title because, let's be honest, Suge D was on AEW at one point. Pineapple Pete. Khan is on AEW. But, I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't make for a great match. Come on, Tony Khan. Think about it. Get it rubbed to our shade. Get it rubbed to everybody else. Give it to a black company. But anyway, so Suge D has been chasing him and dealing with the cronies. So this go around, he decides I need to, if I can't get Khan, let me get the next best thing, TMA. So he finds the suplex assassin, Mr. Boombaye himself, Alex Kane, to tag with him in a match with TME. This match was everything that you thought it was. Of course, you got Suge, you're going to do a little comedy. But when it got serious, it got serious. TME is my favorite tag team right now. This size. I call him the smiling gangster, you know, Gannon. That motherfucker. And Duke really showed out in this match. TME won, which I knew they were. Because it seemed like to me, it's the way they booking it, which I get it, because you don't want to switch the belts. But you haven't gave my man a win too tough, other than the mixed tag match. And against, I would like to see him have a match against Prophetic Moses. I mean, that's the other dude that's there. You know, I'm just curious, you know, because it's kind of like right now the storyline is weighing because we don't have Combat to show to defend the belt. You know, period. So I'm like, damn, why don't we have Suge go after the Ashe title? You know, I didn't say the Pan-African title, but I mean, there's a lot of things we could be doing with Suge other than having him waiting for Khan to finally show the fuck up. So he has challenged him at The World Is Yours, which is the next show. We might get that, and it wouldn't surprise me that they take the belt off of Khan because Khan has been in demand. And if this is one of your most important belts, it needs to be around. Because to be honest with you, if you want Suge to be just a transition, and you got guys who you could probably put the belt on, that could probably be around more. You know, you have Cedric Alexander. I mean, TNA don't mind him coming to the damn show. So there you go. You could have LeBron Coles on. You know, I mean, females inhale the belt. I'm just saying. So, but this match was good. Let's take a look at some of the action, shall we? Of this tag match. Here we go.
Almost a 3 right there early on in this match.
That's what I like to see. Kane and Suge's got to work together.
Big Swole and Chris Lee is a great nomination as far as commentating.
We see your interactions right now on X. Make sure you're tweeting at us at Ashe Wrestling, hashtag Ashe Wrestling. Thank you so much for watching. Tell everybody all about it. Tell them to get on Patreon right now so they can watch the stream. Patreon.com/Ashe Wrestling. And be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. YouTube.com/Ashe Wrestling. Big pump kick from Suge D to Duke Davis as he gets him off of the apron. Big punches.
That's right. Suge and Kane's got to keep separating TME. Once they get together, I feel like that'll be 1, 2, 3. But as long as Suge D can hold out, I feel like we might maybe get an upset.
He's getting the fans in Charlotte, North Carolina behind him. And I thought what he was doing looked a little
I know about Duke.
He got
it's the faces, man. It's the faces. That TME, look. And then Gaddy, he just smiled like, hey, what? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, he gone. That dumb motherfucker. I just love the face. He smiles, man. And Duke be having them crazy looks, bro. This team here, I'm very surprised they have not made it to any of the big companies, MLW, NWA. They're big, impressive. They actually wrestled in the NWA technically because they wrestled for NWA Exodus Pro, where EC3 is at. So I'm like, Billy Corrigan, how you don't have these motherfuckers on the roster? How come they're not in the Crockett fucking Cup? I'm being honest. Look at these motherfuckers. They're ready. NXT, what the fuck? He's just smiling. There was a slow, hard fight of a match. TME, it made sense booking wise because you're not going to have the makeshift tag team that you just put together be your established tag team champions. No, that's why I said if anyone's going to take the belt off of TME, it probably would be the Ugly Gang. Now, what will probably happen if Sugar D interfere and cost TME the tag titles? That would be interesting. That's if Khan is not there next time. But some tell me Khan might be there next time. They just got to make sure to have it on a weekend when AEW don't have a pay-per-view. I'm just saying. Or you know what I'm saying? Or I have it on Saturday's Collision. So I'm just saying it's y'all figure it out. So we'll get a little bit more of this. Cause I love TME. Just their power. It's like that. They remind me of Doom. Look at that. So TME won the match. Alex Kane did his thing. I was kind of surprised about the fact Alex Kane wore a mask. Is that a new thing he's doing now? Is that a new persona that he's doing now? He's the Max Assassin. I like the mask, but you know, just would love to have more context on that. You feel me? So next up, after that, of course, we had Suge had to give it a nice promo. Let's hear what his promo. Let's listen to the promo. He gives good promos. I ain't
What happened, man? Last show you said you had a plan. You had some momentum going. What happened? All fell apart. What happened, man? Walk with me for a second, Ashe. Okay? Walk with me. You trying to save money so you can make a better life for yourself? You want that better job, so you're putting in the hours at school. You think about the better life that you could have. It's just a matter of an opportunity and things going your way. But then you just don't quite get it, like your car breaks or your kid gets sick or you get behind on some bills. And as much as you want to be like, well, it just ain't fair. Everybody's against you. Everything's against me. It doesn't matter. Rent's still due, right? Right. So I want to be upset. I want to be pissed off about the fact that I asked for Khan and I got everybody but Khan. I got Khan's illegitimate stepkids. I got Khan's baby mama kids. I got Khan's baby's kids, but I didn't get Khan. I didn't get the tag titles. I let down one of my best friends in Alex Kane. I want to be pissed off. I want to blame everything, but you know what? That don't get the job done. You know what gets the job done? Showing up even when it doesn't benefit me too. Getting my ass kicked. And I think about what counts as our Pan-African champion these days. On the longest vacation I've ever seen a professional wrestler have, still calling himself prestigious. I can't deal with this anymore. Khan, this is me and you talking. Everybody just happens to be around, but this is a you and me conversation. You've proven it already. You care about everything else other than this. You would rather have everybody show up to do your work, dirty work, than do it yourself. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to keep showing up, and I'm going to keep calling you out. Because the fact remains, it's wrestling on the marquee. It's not a bodybuilding contest. It's not a looks contest. It's professional wrestling on the marquee. As a champion, you show up for your responsibilities, and most of all, you show up for them. So, June the 27th, is it? The world is yours. I don't need the world, I just need you, Khan. So this is what I need from you.
Good promo.
Whatever permission slip you gotta fill out, whoever you gotta talk to, can you for once be a man? Be a man, Khan! Show up! And let's do this. Beat my ass, I kick your ass, it doesn't matter. Just as long as I can lay eyes on you face to face, no more of your representatives, and we can settle this the way it needs to be settled. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're holding something and you're lowering the value of the Pan-African Championship every day that you have it. So, I'll take my ass kicking and you can enjoy it from the comfort of your couch, but just know, even with my back damn near broken, I'm still more of a man than you little bitch.
Well, nice promo. Will Khan show up to the next show? Will he defend the Pan-African title against Should Be? We will see. We will see. So, Billy Dixon comes out and he announces that there'll be a 30-man battle royal and the winner will become the number one contender for the Ashe title. Is Billy Dixon really going to retire? I'm just being honest. Is he going to retire? Hey, it don't feel like he's ever going to do that. And I'm not mad. I don't want to see him retire. It's good. He's good where he's at in Ashe. Yeah. The retirement supposed to be in June. And on top of that, June is here. So, no, I don't see him retiring. What I think happened was he found a home in Ashe. The fans want him. I think he loves this business because his name is The Business. Billy, cut the shit, motherfucker. Don't retire. Just watch Ashe. Throw some shows here and there. Don't retire. I want to see the match between you and your boy Darius Carter. I want to see you against Darius Lockhart. You know what I'm saying? It's like you are Mick Foley. We need you. You don't need to go nowhere, Dixon. Billy, I renamed the Dusty finish the Billy Dixon finish. How the fuck you gonna retire? Anyway, he announced himself in the one card. Yaya came out. Who else came out? Yaya. The Shotters. Everybody, pretty much everybody came out to declare themselves in the battle royal, and it ended with everyone throwing everybody out with Billy Dixon standing tall. I'm curious about if it's a 30 man, where the 30 man is going to come from, because where are they going to get 30 men from? I'm just saying. I'm curious to see what surprise entries may be. I'm curious to see who they may bring in. All that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking about 30 men and they're going to get a bigger ring for this? Because can that ring hold 30 men? I'm just saying, it's like, unless they're going to do it, I suggest do it like a Royal Rumble. But so that one, it's going to be crazy of how in the head, because they said, I do remember him saying a 30-man battle royal. So we'll see. I'm curious to see where 30 people are going to come from. But I know Darius, he's going to figure it out. I know Darius is going to be in it, but we'll get to that in a second. All right. Now, go ahead and intermission. They had a performance from a rapper. Then we had a three-way dance with Owen Knight versus Ian Maxwell versus Treehouse Lee with Sabat, his brother, at ringside. This was a great, one of my contenders for match of the night, for sure. Actually, these next couple of matches really set the tone for the rest of the night. It was a great back and forth with all three competitors, with Owen Knight getting the win. I didn't expect. Who did I pick for this? I thought it was gonna be Treehouse Lee, because him and his brother tagged the Audacity, their tag team. At some point, I'm pretty sure they were thinking about putting the tag team titles on them, part of the tag team division, so forth. But we had a surprise as Sabat turned on his biological brother Treehouse Lee at the end of the match. And I mean, decimated him. So let's look at some of the action, and we're even going to look at the afterbirth. So we're even going to look at some of the afterbirth. So away we go.
Out there, and look at Owen Knight right there trying to get Treehouse Lee, and he just decks him. One hop up.
Treehouse Lee is offensively crazy.
Oh, no.
I mean, he's
bringing out the
offensively
lucha
crazy.
stuff.
Right.
Like his hair.
You seen an armbar like that before?
That might be the armbar that Shane Gang wants to do.
Yeah, that's my signature move. He stole my move.
I have the audacity to be a offensive savant. And Ian Maxwell, he good as hell. I posed a question on Twitter. Should Ache have a mid-card men's title? So I looked up some Yoruba words, what you know what I'm saying, for King, for Speed, what have you. I think they would benefit from a kind of a mid-card where the lighter weight guys like Ian Maxwell, Treehouse Lee, Sabat, Owen Knight that division can be built, because they do have a lot of cruiserweight, lightweight people. I love Owen Knight. He's really. I didn't realize Owen Knight was wrestling PWX, and I think he might have wrestled CWF Mid-Atlantic. He's a North Carolina guy. He's been around. And what I like about him, he's not a high flyer like the other two. He just straight brutalizes your ass. And he's a great heel. I'm surprised that he don't get more run, you know what I'm saying, than he do at Ache. But it was a very good match, a good back and forth. Look at this. I love Owen Knight. I love Owen Knight. The selling and stuff. Ian Maxwell. The action is amazing. Yeah. Give you a little bit more. Give you a little bit more. Now, let's go to the afterbirth.
We are the most influential entity in Ache wrestling.
I know he was saying.
We are the exact reason why tonight is Caprice Commissioner's last day as Ache Commissioner. Why? Because we played him like a fiddle.
See, I feel it was the audacity that did it with the crown, because they wanted to get rid of Caprice Coleman. I smell a feud between one. You're gonna have Treehouse Lee with his brother, but at some point, Sabat and Caprice Coleman will have to come to a head. But let's go back.
We planted the seed and watched the garden grow. We took that crown, we put it in Ugly Game's bag, and now look at him. Look at him.
So
now he has no job.
they stole the crown.
Yeah,
I know we're doing the bad. What we do politically doesn't matter as much as what we do in the ring.
Thievery.
And now everyone at Ache is talking about June 27th. We need to make a statement to everyone in our shape, from these sewage-sniffing self-absorbed sheep in the crowd to the office. Because now they're swagger jacking. They stepping on my toes. Everyone's saying what I've been saying since day one. Every half-baked, half-fried, puffified, sissified, homogenized food is walking around saying that the world is there. But the truth is, we planted a seed, we got Caprice out, and now imagine a world where Saeed al-Sabah is no longer being held back.
You heard that?
A world where I'm off the leash, doing whatever it is that I want, because not everyone wants the best for you. Just hope it's not the same one standing next to you. It's time to take out the trash, my brother. Because the world isn't yours.
Oh, wait a second.
Whoa, what's happening?
He turned on his brother.
Yo.
What is this?
The world is mine.
No.
So he turned on his brother. So think about the storylines going into this 30-man battle royal. So now you got these two going to be gunning, especially Treehouse. He's going to be gunning for his brother in this battle royal. And I'm curious to see what type of match they're going to have when they finally do have a one-on-one match. That's why I said, man, I can't wait till I should get to the point where they do weekly shows. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my noodle. You will have me. Let's go. So, yes, that was interesting. So there you go. So now, after that, I think who was next up? We had the tag match. Teacher and student versus teacher and student. And this feud was set up. The feud is really the Dante Khalifa and LeBron Colzone. LeBron Colzone and the X Division World Champion, the Prime, the King, like one of my favorite wrestlers, Cedric Alexander. This feud been going on for months. The matches that LeBron Colzone and Cedric Alexander has been having has been 5-star, bro. Dante Khalifa has been on a tear lately. He has came up. And the last show, we saw him choose to be with Cedric Alexander. So now, with that being said, this presented a tag match. Manny SoFly, who is the, current, if not former 5-star pro heavyweight champion, and a student of LeBron Colzone, teamed up with LeBron Colzone to take on Cedric Alexander and the Dante Khalifa in a very good tag match that told a very big story. And the Dante Khalifa got the pin. And a wonderful promo afterwards of these two talking. And what's funny was, during the match, I thought we were going to break down between Cedric Alexander and Dante Khalifa, where he grabbed Dante Khalifa like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I think he slapped the shit out of him or something. And I thought, like, oh, shit, this is about to go left. But it didn't. So I actually like the dynamic between him and Dante Khalifa. Also, once again, like I said, I am so looking forward to the next chapter Leon Slater versus Cedric Alexander, because, man, that match was a barn burner. But this match is a very good barn burner. I'm curious to see if the exhibition title will be defended again on Ashe with Cedric holding it now. Also, when we would get Dante Khalifa versus LeBron Cozo. That has to be coming at some point. Because I know LeBron really want to get his hands on him and then eventually Cedric Alexander. So, but let's take a small look at what would happen.
Mean, nasty lockup between Manny Lowe and the Dante Khalifa. Please don't forget the V.
These two are the apprentices of the two guys, the two veterans on the outside of the ring. The beef is actually between the two veterans, but now it's spilled over to their apprentices who do not like each other. And you see the wrestling skill. Oh!
Yeah!
Ow! Ow!
Yeah!
It's a slap back.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Show Dana White this. My goodness.
Please, we're still in the gimmick, bud.
Look at that.
Hey, Manny Lowe is
I should have called
nasty.
him fast as hell, but
Manny Lowe is
Manny Lowe.
nasty.
So fly.
He is so fly.
He's so fly. How fly is he?
So fly.
Ooh,
It's a big
they
man.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're worse.
Ooh.
Ozone.
Tags in LeBron Cozone. I know from experience, Cozone is heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets the double chop.
You see them thick paws?
That's for it.
Listen, Manny Lowe here at Ashe Wrestling. He's one of the bright spots in professional wrestling
There's a
in
big-
young
I would like to
competitors.
meet you,
He
bro.
has a big opportunity ahead of him. And hey, if he's here next month for the World is Yours, maybe he could end up being the number one contender.
You know what?
He's a
It is quite possible, Chris, because like you
Yeah,
said, Manny Lowe has been
he's
surprisingly entertaining.
oh damn.
See? Speaking of entertaining.
Very unique offense from SoFly Manny Lowe. It looks like we have a tag rope in the middle of the ring. So he gives him the big time kick. Oh
Yeah.
no, big cut
That's
off
nice that you
from
beat
Cedric
your baby.
Alexander.
That's the Cedric number 2.
That's what we here in June.
And see, it was a very good match. Because the funny part was
Cedric Alexander is
Cedric
foaming at the
Alexander,
mouth.
his whole stick throughout this match was
Foaming at the
very
mouth.
So
Look at
fly
this.
Manny Lowe and
He's in
Coach.
trouble right here.
He is
Is
the
Manny
best
Lowe.
wrestler that ever came out of North Carolina. But that's what this really about. Who's the best coming out of North Carolina? Ozone
What
or
a
Cedric
Larry.
Alexander?
Better call
Cedric Alexander,
JBL,
the guy that's
brother.
been more confident.
Gimmick's over.
LeBron Cozone normally has that Larry. He calls it ball game, and it's looking like it could be ball game
My
for
Ozone is
SoFly Manny Lowe here.
late in his
Look like
career.
ball game. Look like
You know,
game game to
period.
me.
When you
Roll the
hear
credits.
Cedric Alexander
Thanos.
talk, he talks about how the Carolina indie scene has fell apart since he left. In actuality, to be honest with you, no, it didn't got good. So yeah, so that's enough what you need to see with that. You get the idea of what was going on with that. Oh, I'm sorry. I supposed to be showing y'all the match. Hold on. I probably been showing y'all the match, but I didn't. Okay, let's go ahead. Like I said, it's so y'all understand
To their
how good the
apprentices
match
who do not like each other, and you see the wrestling skill.
Yeah.
Oh!
This is why I was screaming about, yeah, you get right.
It's a slap back.
What are they
He's
doing?
right.
Oh, they get knocked out.
Don't
right.
show Dana White this. My goodness.
Please, we're still in the gimmick, bud.
Look at that.
Watch it. I know y'all was wondering, like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Fast. I was going to call
There we go.
as right now, the Dante Khalifa
And see, and like I said,
And Cedric
like the
Alexander.
fact that-
have the upper hand in that
Cedric
big
Alexander.
time chop to the chest.
Oh, and then
You saw
nobody
all
in
the
the
sweat
background
perspiration
is sick.
just fly
Okay.
off of the chest
Sick.
of SoFly Manny Lowe.
And I'm glad that they moved to Bloom
Oh!
Studio because it makes
Cedric loved that one.
excellent, man.
He smiled.
Told you.
Oh, yeah,
Told you.
it was a
Whenever
hard-hitting
there's
match.
violence afoot. There's
Oh, yeah. This was a hard-hitting match. Let's make this clear. This was a hard-hitting match. Motherfuckers were hitting each other, bro. They were laying it in on this one. I ain't even gonna lie.
Ugh. Big kick to the back. Has he ever smiled at you like that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll stop.
That's about it like that before too.
Manny Low with the neck breaker and DDT stereo move right here. Can he get in? LeBron Cozone, the fresh man on the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
And this is why you got to pay attention. If your mentor is speaking to you, you need to pay attention and you need to see what's happening.
Yeah, I got to watch the big man work. I got to watch the big man work.
Direct shot.
I got to watch the big man work.
The ring warrior throwing those kicks.
Watch him work.
Big kicks to the chest.
Watch him work.
Misses that one.
Watch him work.
Sweeps him off of his feet. Oh! Hit him with the drop kick and the senton at the same time.
Watch him work. Yeah, wow.
Big suplex from the ring warrior.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Catches Khalifa in mid-air.
No bread, no water.
Nasty.
Just
spinning backbreaker.
Yes.
It's spinning.
It's spinning.
It's spinning.
That's all y'all need to see. Yeah. Dante Khalifa got the pin on, he got the pin on Cozone. And then they did a nice promo or what have you. And Cedric Alexander basically said, I will not be here at the next show. So my protege will be in the third man battle royal. So now we have the Dante Khalifa in the battle royal. So next up, and we had a women's match. Yeah. Hold on, make sure.
Believe it or not.
Now,
facing each other here in Ashe Wrestling.
It's always amazing when
this match was Leah Knight versus Amira Rose. Let me bring this in real quick. This was damn near my match tonight. Mr. Cozone, your teaching is flawless, my brother. This is one of the best female matches I've seen on the indies. Straight up. AWF, I watched Deadlock Pro, physically watched. You get what I'm saying? Deadlock Pro, when Danny Luna and this girl had a fucking chain match, and that shit was a barn burner. This match here was probably, in my opinion, probably the best female match in Ashe history.
Hello, Moto.
I'm going to say it again. And Ashe have had some great women matches. This was the best women's match in Ashe to me. Backstory. Amira Rose and Leah Knight both come from 5-Star Pro. Amira Knight was a long reigning women's champ there. And Leah Knight was her homie. Amira Rose lost the title. I guess blamed Leah Knight, turned on Leah Knight. So they actually have a feud walking into this. Both females fine as shit. I was like, God damn, both of them gorgeous. Gorgeous. Amira Rose, she got that WWE look. Leah Knight is a cross between Willow and Savannah Evans. Savannah Evans look, body type with Willow type personality. Both ladies offensively I'm sitting here looking at this match like this could have been the main event. This could have been down to the match. This match, women's match, could have been the main event. Any one of them, both of them women, to me, could be the future Ashe champion, could unseat Charity King for that belt, and I wouldn't be mad. So this match was I have to say the second best match. I damn near almost gave it match of the night. That's how good this shit was. And Leah Knight got the win. And I'm going to pay now. I want to go watch 5-Star Pro in person. I want to see both of these ladies in person. Because both of them gorgeous. I'm talking about. See. And that was the thing that my man Tripp was telling me about. Low-key, a lot of men are coming back to watching wrestling because of women. Because the women that are now wrestling in this generation are drop-dead gorgeous, sexy as fuck, and they can fight. The biggest complaint for the Divas era, that they were pretty, but they couldn't goddamn do a headlock. Sable was a garbage-ass wrestler. The only reason why we gave a fuck because of titties. Now the girls got titties, and they can do just as many of the moves, do them just as good, if not better, than their male fucking counterparts. So yes, I can sit there and lust after them at the same time, respect their skill set. Because both these ladies here, I am sorry, they got a future in this business because they can go. This match, I'm trying to check out. Look, if they put it on YouTube, y'all need to go watch this shit. Y'all need to check out both Leah Knight. Y'all need to go check out her shit. Amira Rose, she actually has a YouTube page of some of her matches. You need to go check that shit out. You need to go check both of them out at 5-Star Pro. That makes me want to go back and look at some archives and see this because these ladies fucking tore the goddamn house down. And they preceded the motherfucking main event. Darius Lockhart, I must give you applause for putting this match on before the goddamn main event. Because when you think of a women's match before the main event, you're going to be like, let me go get something. Nah, you better not win and got something to eat. So we're going to take a look at this because these ladies deserve the fucking spotlight. I am sorry. I'm going to clip this up. These are my two favorite ones. And Leah Knight, I can see at AEW. Amira Rose, I can see that in WWE NXT. Let's go.
You're facing someone who was so close to you, at least
Actually,
once
I'm
was
gonna
so
play the
close
whole
to you.
fucking match.
You know them. You know them like the back of your hand. So I'm curious to see what type of surprises you have in store for each other.
You want to, what is it? Copyright
has
me.
the crowd
I understand
behind her right now.
But this match here, the world needs to see this shit. Leah Knight is on the
collar and elbow
red
tie.
Amira Rose is trying to get
missed that kick. Oh my goodness, she could have taken her head off.
I know.
Love the personality of Amira Rose.
Like Fat Joe.
Terror Squad.
And you can tell they have a chemistry with each other. They're with each other.
Using the
Amira
hair.
Rose has a business
But that's
mind.
what Amira Rose does. She will take a shortcut. But look at that. Leah Knight right back on her feet, showing the power. And she's nimble as well.
Not bad for 5'8".
She's 5'8".
1, 2. You know, Leah Knight.
Smooth,
look at
baby.
that.
Smooth.
Leah Knight kind of reminds me of a younger Savannah Evans in some ways.
You know, I was getting those vibes too.
But like a nicer version, though, because like Savannah Evans, like, you know, you look at her wrong and she's going to
let me tell you something.
Well,
Leah
that's what
Knight,
cannibals do.
both of these ladies impressed me. Hold on, let me put this on mute. Both these ladies impressed the fuck out of me. But Leah Knight, I am sorry. Tony fucking Khan. She need to be on Evolve. She need to be on somebody's TV. Both of these ladies, but Leah Knight, the way she moves, man, is sick.
If she wants to stay in this match.
Love the pacing of the match.
The menace for nothing.
On the handstand. Goes for the cover, just the one.
You want to land that kick.
That's the part. Leah needs.
Yeah, that time.
Right, don't cower. Hit her. Leah needs to hit her.
I clutched my pearls on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then also a lot of blockchain back and forth with these two ladies.
I feel like Leah's wasting a little bit of time here. She's going to dump her to the outside. Big pump kick.
Yeah, I love that pump kick.
From Amira Rose to put down Knight.
Amira Rose, I see Amira Rose, she has a vicious.
These two young ladies,
she has a
bigger stars on the come up, I should say, in pro wrestling. You're going to hear a lot from these two. Leah Knight is going off right now.
And I can tell you from experience, those chops hurt worse when you're a woman.
I never even thought about that. Y'all have a little bit more fat content up there.
Yeah, you know, the flesh is just, it's not going to take in those
Yeah, I
shots.
say that. I saw a lot of
Leah
Knight. Oh, God, that's
big German suplex from Knight to Rose. And now she has to take advantage. Oh, she's patting that thing.
She's so cute.
Big kick to the side of the face.
I mean, and they laid it in. They know I
right there. Hey.
I got $1.
Yeah, let me see what I got in my
All I got is this butter with
wonder if she has Cash App. As right now, she has the advantage too. Amira Rose.
You see Leah Knight pulling down that knee pad for that big knee.
It's some shit I want y'all to see.
Chopped her right in the throat. Oh, look at that! Into the Blue Thunder. 1, 2. Oh, big kick out. But look at the power from Knight.
She powerful, man.
What a great finish by Leah Knight.
Her offense is very innovative.
I'm sure the powerhouse, our champion, Charity King, is watching that power move.
She's a strong striker. I'm sorry,
TV.
her and Jocelyn Navarro. Oh my God. Give me that match, please.
She kicked her face off.
She did.
Give me her and Jocelyn Navarro in the ring. Durs. Do you understand? Let me do the booking. God damn.
It's like power between them.
It is a lot of hate. And shout out to our guy, Drizzy. Oh my God. Who's watching? He said twerking on someone's head is crazy work. It is right. Make sure you guys are joining the conversation on X. Hashtag Ashe Wrestling is right now. Amira Rose is absolutely taking it tonight. She has the upper hand. She needs to go for a cover. Hits the ropes. Another wheelbarrow, but she sits out to the Bulldog.
I see that Sasha Banks. She really. Mercedes Monet. She takes it back.
1, 2.
That was a good crucifix.
Big kick out.
Crucifix pin.
Great camera work from our cameraman right there.
I see a lot of Mercedes Monet. I see
looks encouraged.
I see that. I see my girl. You know what I'm saying? I see some of her.
Talking about in it, and here she is right here. She's going for a power bomb.
I'm sorry. This was a good.
It's going to take a lot of strength to get up Leah Knight.
Copyright.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Look at the strength.
Look at his power. Look at his
of the
power.
young Leah Knight. And she gets her on the shoulder.
Oh, it came up to the space.
She wants her to go. Night.
To the night.
Okay, Sasha, wait a second.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait a second. Wait a second. It's something I want y'all to see.
And she's nimble as well.
Not bad for 5'8".
Look at that right there. Head scissors by Amira Rose. For her to stay in this matchup, of course, these two have about the same amount of experience as one another. Amira Rose just a little bit more experience than Leah Knight stay in this match.
But they don't.
Big pump kick.
Come on, find it. She did.
For example, he's a hard-hitting powerhouse. So, her style demands
ill
attention.
shit. I'm trying to
And you take Amira Rose. She was once the shy.
I'm trying to find it.
The shy little girl, and then she grew up into this menace.
Move on
so
tonight. I got to find it because it was from
it's looking pretty bright, especially with how hard-hitting these women are.
Yeah, absolutely. And look,
they're not holding.
Amira just looks evil. Like she has like this evil.
Grew up into this menace, So it's looking pretty bright, especially with how hard-hitting these women are.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans getting behind Leah Knight right now.
I'm gonna find this shit before I move on, people, because I got to show y'all this. I'm sorry. It was the wildest shit I ever seen in my fucking life.
Maybe one of these two ladies will get a chance to challenge our champion.
There's
the King, Charity King.
Good influx of the women here. Ashe, I'm interested to see what type of other challengers there's going to be afforded to us here, Ashe.
We've seen a lot of new here at Ashe. Of course, Zena Zion and Auntie Joe earlier today. And then right now, Leah Knight and Amira Rose, who's only had one other performance here at Ashe, and great enziguri for Leah Knight.
Let me see. If this she won't give me what I'm looking for.
Oh,
watch this.
Cut off.
Watch this.
Kick. Oh,
come on. Move tonight.
The menacing kicks right there to the back. The menacing kicks right there to the back.
Let's look at it again. We got to put it in slow motion. She want me over with this.
Oh,
watch this.
Cut off by the kick. Oh, she's right back.
Yeah. I don't need to say no more. Match the goddamn night. Match the motherfucking night, people. All right. It would have been match of the night, but I like the fact it's preceded the main event. So now we get to the main event. It was Darius Lockhart trying to unseat Darius Carter as the IC champion. This match was a great match, back and forth. Carter, you know what you get with him. You know what you get with Lockhart. Billy comes out, which I knew that was coming because Billy not even supposed to been there. Billy, I forgot what the sequence was. Let me take a look at the sequence. Let's take a look at the sequence a little bit. Let me see.
In place.
This was a very good match back and forth.
This might be it. Carter is out.
This might be
Carter is out.
Cover. Let's go.
Let's see. Well, I'm taking a look to remind myself. Well, of course, Billy comes out. Shenanigans happen. And Billy I believe, I perceive, looks to hit Carter with the title to cost Carter the world belt because of his hatred for Carter. Yep, like I figured. And now, back to my point. I ain't gonna show y'all that because, y'all go watch the main event. He hits Darius Lockhart with the belt. Carter gets the pin, and all hell breaks loose. Billy Dixon, of course, attacks Carter, fights him. Then Lockhart grabs Billy and he hits Billy. I mean, he laid one into Billy. Billy gets up and gives him a receipt, and they begin to brawl. So all this is setting up to go to the 30-man battle royal. But, of course, there's Carter, who has a dislike for the former commissioner, Caprice Coleman. Just had to rub it in there with Caprice Coleman last night. And pissed Caprice Coleman off. And Caprice Coleman whooped his ass as well as Rembrandt's ass. And as his last act as commissioner, he made himself the number 1 contender, and he booked himself to a world title match against Darius Carter, the Allfather, the Vulture, the Moriarty of pro wrestling. Yeah, he set that up. So we now have a 30-man battle royal coming up. Charity King should be returned to defend the women's title. The tag title should be on the line because TME will probably have to go against the other gang. Darius Carter will be defending the title against Caprice Coleman. We had a 30-man battle royal, which has Treehouse Lee, who got turned on by his brothers, so we got that. Also, Billy Dixon, as well as Darius Lockhart. So there you go, people. Boom. That was our shade. So now, well, people. Next up, we have Double or Nothing. I had the pleasure of seeing Double or Nothing, watching Double or Nothing. It was my first time actually getting the pay-per-view. And I must admit, I haven't seen the pay-per-view. I haven't seen any of their pay-per-views physically, but I'm hearing a lot of people saying this was the best pay-per-view ever. And I'm not, of AEW this year. And I'm not even going to front out of all the pay-per-views I have seen with WWE, MLW, and so forth. No, this is by far the pay-per-view of the year. So I don't really want to go into the buy-in because who gives a shit? Just low-key, real quick, I just say it anyway. Divine Dominion, they got their 5-minute challenge. Zeta Steel and Vita Van made it to a couple seconds left, and you get the rest of it. And Chris Medallions got his ass handed to him. And Ty Mello and Anna Jay, who last night actually had a match, are probably poised to go after the tag titles. So it's cute. The trios match, we had under buy-in the Death Riders with Daniel Garcia, Carl Casanova, and Really Yuta. Defeated the Ops with Hook, Anthony Bowens, and Sabata. That was a very good match. The crowd was really into the Sabata. It felt like they was actually treating the Ops like the faces. So, yeah. So, and then we already know with the celebrity, match, yeah, Big Boom won this match. So there you go. So, and also it's been announced that Mick Foley is now part of AEW because he left WWE due to their ties with Trump and so forth, and I'm glad that he is there. I would love him to be an on-air commissioner or something. Because it's something they haven't done, and that would be interesting for him to do. Of course, MJF comes out because he's upset that he feels that Darby is going to win the match, or want Darby to win, and he kicks him in the nuts. So there you go. And we begin with the actual pay-per-view. First match with the AEW Tag Titles in a New York Street Fight I Quit match. Cage, Adam Copeland, Edge Copeland versus FTR. Told y'all, if they have another tag title match, they're going to win it. Of course, they won the tag titles. It was a brutal match. Beth Phoenix did come back and help her people, her man and his best friend win and even the odds. The way that they won made sense because it took him getting the spike 2x4 and having Dax in a very uncomfortable and fucked up position with that place to his forehead, which I would have liked it if they did that Dax would have been busted open. It would have busted him open to end the match, but it didn't. So either way, yeah. Cage and Cope is now the tag champs. Last night they celebrated, but was broken up by the dogs. So I predict that the dogs will be next up to go after the tag titles. I like that. Because I hope that Cage and Cope be tag champions for a minute. I feel they should have a tag title run that's long. You got New Day coming in, so that's already. You already got the Rascals. You can even go as far as the tag title be long enough to where they turn heel. So, and you can really build your tag team division around because people want to see these people. They want to see Cage and Cope together. And especially this iteration of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was a very good match. Now, the International Championship match. The Alpha Konechke Takeshita was trying to unseat Okada. Now, this has been a match they've been building, a feud they've been building, and so forth. Okada has been probably, if you want to be technical about it, the longest running champion in wrestling in the modern era. Second to Roman. Because he had the international championship ever since he first got to AEW. So this match was good as shit. It's the future versus the current. I love how Don Callis was so conflicted. He tried to be so much in the middle of this. He was trying to be as neutral as it fucking could be. He was trying to be neutral. It was very good back and forth. Hard hitting. Each person did the other person's move. But at the end of it, Takeshita gets the victory. So after that, the Don Callis family pops in there. It seemed like they about to turn on Takeshita. Why? This just a beat between two brothers, right? Why would you turn on? And then my boy Kyle Fletcher comes back. Okay, people, I already knew what was going to happen. Kyle Fletcher is a better heel than face. He's not time to turn on face yet. Actually, he's probably the next one to be ousted out of the Don Callis family, if not Andrade. But he comes down. It looks like he's on Takeshita's side, and he basically decimates Takeshita. And now we know Takeshita would probably his first title defense, title program, first beef from being ousted will be against Kyle Fletcher. So I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna, how they're gonna go down and what have you. So now, next up, and it was Athena, and Athena, who will never lose the belt in the family champion, defeated Mina Shirakawa. I thought Mina Shirakawa was going to win this. But Athena winning it, I'm not mad. This was a good match. We done seen this before if you watch Ring of Honor. not really much to say about this match, except for it was a good quality women's match. And, like I said, Athena, is Athena ever going to lose the Ring of Honor title? I'm just saying, is Athena ever going to lose the women's title? It's like, I think she is like the longest reigning champ. I think she done held the belt as long as Roman held the belt when he was champion. I think she's damn about to surpass him. I don't know. But it was a good match, and Athena moves on. So then we have the Continental Championship match, which is the candidate for match tonight. Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. The story is Jon Moxley has tapped out to Kyle O'Reilly. Whenever he got hot, he had to get out. That was the story in this. Kyle O'Reilly pulled the pressure. Mox stayed cool as a cucumber. Very good back and forth match. It was about the submissions. It was about he worked on parts of Kyle's body. Kyle was more focused on the leg. But after it was all said and done, Moxley retains the title and finally defeats Kyle O'Reilly. I thought Kyle O'Reilly was going to win, but I'm not mad that Moxley won. I like him as a Continental Champion. It's actually uplifting the Continental Championship. At some point, I'd like to see Kyle O'Reilly get a title run, and actually wouldn't mind. It wouldn't. I think he should be the one that unseats Kevin Knight at some point. If not Darby, which we'll get to that in the main event. So, also another match tonight, Will Ospreay defeated Samoa Joe. Once again, you see a different Will Ospreay. He's not doing as much of the high flying, submission based, grappling based, wrestling based. If people say he can't wrestle, he's kind of showing y'all that he can. And of course, the nastiest move in our creation, that fucking hidden blade, he defeated Samoa Joe to move on. I am so ready for the next person he's supposed to face. Because I think who he's facing next. I think that one of the brackets is already filled, other brackets filled. Hold on, let me do something real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see the Hart match. Bracket, let's see. Yeah, Ospreay, so everyone can know, because I'm also doing Dynamite, will be facing Mark Davis, who defeated Jungle Jack Perry last night in a very good match as well. So the next match had Bandito versus Swerve Strickland. Remember I told you, I said I don't see Bandito winning. I think that the finals is going to be Ospreay versus Strickland. So my prediction was held up. Strickland defeated Bandito in an amazing fucking match. The wildest shit was when Bandito had Swerve on his shoulder and Swerve gave him the drive-by off his shoulders. That shit was a fucking sick. It was a very good match. Swerve Strickland will go and proves why he is one of those guys. He is him. He is that God. And like I said, it was a very, Bandito, of course, did his thing, but yeah, this was a good ass match. And then we had the women's 4-way championship, which was a very good match. It was more about Really, the story wasn't about the title. It was more about Sheeta and Statlander. The way it felt. Because Sheeta had a lot of spotlight in this match. I think we're going to get a Sheeta versus Statlander at some point. But either way, there was a very good women's four-way. And, of course, THCa retained. And I'm sorry I keep saying this. Angle, I love you to death, but I think you're wrong about THCa, man. THCa's having a good title run. I think this Fatal 4-Way, the thing about it is she don't have an overarching rival sitting there and you gotta come from. It's kind of like you had Toni Storm and Maria Shafir. Maria Shafir has always been around. So she needs that type of rival. Actually, Maria Shafir technically is a face. Why not throw Maria Shafir into the mix with THCa? Maria Shafir has not had a title shot, I know of consequence. And THCa, I think her and Marina Shafir would make a good, in my opinion, feud. So next up and before the main event was the Stadium Stampede. Now normally this would be the main event, but yeah, Jericho the Hurt Syndicate, Shelton Benjamin, the Young Bucks, Jungle Jack Perry, Ken Omega defeated the Demand and the Don Callis family and the Connors and the David Finlay. First of all the intro videos, I love what AEW doing with that. I'm loving it. Every bit of it. Loving it. This was probably one of the best Stadium Stampedes. They kept a lot of it in the ring at first. Then, piece by piece, they went into the stadium. I love the bit where Shadam seen whatever the fucking name is, the big tall Indian guy got pushed into the cake, so you had the food fight situation. Also, you got to love Jericho. You got to love Ricochet. His heel run has been stellar, dog. To be honest with you. So as the match progressed, all the crazy shit that went down and it's a lot. We ended up with Team Jericho with Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? All two of themselves. Look like Ricochet about to finally catch it. And Bishop Khan, the Pan-African heavyweight champion. Yes, that's the reason why Bishop Khan was not there to fight you, Shook D. He was there to get his ass handed to him by the Hurt Syndicate, the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and Kenny Omega. So there you go. So, and we have the main event. This was the match tonight. This match, I told y'all MJF wasn't gonna lose his hell. Ain't no way in hell. But it was nice setup. The match was good as fuck. This is your Dusty Rhodes Ric Flair feud. I'm not saying that I'm not comparing these two people to even one of these guys, to the legends, but this is your overarching feud that's going to be in AEW for the next decade. Once a year, these two men are going to face off for that belt or face off in a feud because they're polar opposites. It's the perfect story. In this one, Darby has been on a blistering run with title defenses. And all these title defenses is physically taxing. So the story was told in this match was the same story that was told in the Roman Reigns and CM Punk match. Darby ran out of gas. And you can see in the face of MJF, he knew it. Darby has ran himself ragged to prove what kind of champion he was. Give everybody a title shot. And when it came down to him going against MJF in a crazy match, and the spot where he jumped off the top of the scaffolding through the table and busted his head was crazy. It was well planned and in the right spot. We sitting here seeing that Darby had MJF dead to rights. MJF just outlasted him. The same story that happened with CM Punk. CM Punk was killing. He had Roman Reigns dead to right. He was just too old. Each promotion takes from each promotion for storytelling. And it was brilliant because it protected Darby. Because that's Darby's character. There's no, he's all gas, no brakes. And at some point, you run out of gas. When he put on that sharpshooter and fell out, beautiful storytelling. The same beautiful storytelling that was done in the Roman Reigns and CM Punk. So, as much as I sit here and say how Triple H, hold on. That's what I get to do it. Oh, it's spam anyway. It's spam anyway, I'm back. The same way I sit here and say that Triple H takes from Tony Khan takes from Triple H. They all take from each other. So when y'all sit here and say, well, they all take from each other. They all watch each other's product. They all learn. You have to learn from your competitor. And he probably saw that CM Punk and said, I'll do that with Darby. And MJF is a 3-time world champion before the age of 30. Very few people have ever done that. And what's interesting is we had a match last night where Risque won, I think, a 3-way dance to be a number 1 contender. And also, who else was it? Remember I told you about they put the pin in it? We'll get back to it later. Mark Briscoe is now in the title mix for the AEW title against MJF. So we got 2 contenders already for MJF's 3rd title run. But there's more. At the end of the match, Kevin Knight comes out to chase off MJF and so forth. Now, y'all remember on Collision, Kevin Knight said, we believe you can win. Don't let us down. Why are you giving this man the pep talk? So he gets on the top rope, staring at MJF, then peers a look gaze down and does his UFO splash on Darby Allin. Last night, he comes out and explains himself that Darby disappointed him. He was weak. And that, I guess he took out the trash. Also, last night what we got was the final breakup of was Jet Speed. He basically attacked his partner, Speedball Mike Bailey. Once again, hold on. Tony God must listen to my show. The person you turn should not be Speedball. Speedball does not have a look of a heel. He doesn't have a look of a villain. But Kevin Knight, on the other hand, he's smug enough. He's convincing enough. He's assholish enough and swag enough to be a heel. And he attacked Speedball. So now I think we're going to get Speedball in him next week. We're getting Risque versus MJF next week. The Bull versus the Devil. So we're getting barn burners. This is how you come off a pay-per-view, WWE. You give us heat. But right after, in the next week, you give us some heat. You give us some meat to enjoy for the first 2 weeks after the pay-per-view. So we have all this, and like I said, I like the fact that Kevin Knight is a bad guy. I like that he is turned fucking heel. I love it. I fucking love it. So with that being said, we're done with AEW for now. Because I really just wanted to review AEW and Arche. Now we're going to do Clash in Italy with some WWE and everything. And before we go there, please remember to hit that QR code for the place where the conversation gets saucy. Titties pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what pop off unless you subscribe. I'm talking about none but in the premium smoke room. Also, at the first of every month, for people that just follow us on Loyalfans, get opportunity to be a part of a drawing where if you win, you get 3 months for free of the premium smoke room. So at the first of the month, you need to go check. If you're following me on Loyalfans, you need to check your inbox. You have 30 days to reply, and yeah, enjoy. So, because I know the first is coming up, so I just want to remind y'all. So, with that being said, let's go to WWE and Clash in Italy. So, they've been building this to fuck up. One of the stories they've been telling that Gunther haven't signed the contract. That's going to happen Friday. It's crazy because, of course, you know it's going to be 2 p.m. During the day on ESPN and everything. But what I see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. Now, I noticed with a lot of the PLEs, except for the SummerSlam and the WrestleMania, they do a 5-match format, 5 to 6 match format. Which is cool. I have no problem with that, you know what I'm saying? But that means that you're giving more time to the matches. And also, I like that they're giving more time to the women's matches. So we're going to see. So first match will probably open the damn show. Will probably be Becky Lynch. No, not to the back. The first match is going to open the show will be Brock Lesnar over Femi. Because I know Brock. He wants to, either he gonna be the main event or he gonna open so he can get the fuck up out of there. Crazy how they did he's retired, but he's not retired and so forth. I kind of figured he wasn't retired. I was shocked that they went that route, but I was thinking that maybe he at worst case scenario, I mean, put it this way. It was a good dude because the rumor mill is he supposed to be retiring SummerSlam. And he supposed to be Gunther. So we'll see. He attacked Obafemi. We had on Raw where Obafemi basically told him, look, before I wanted to beat him, now I want to destroy him. I did not see WWE having Brock Lesnar beat Obafemi. Will he have it better showing against Obafemi? Probably so. But I don't see Brock beating Obafemi because Brock going out. Brock ain't got much longer. So unless you're gonna have these guys, unless Obafemi's going to be the guy at SummerSlam that ends Brock's career, which apparently they're saying that's not the case, Obi need to get this victory. So Obi gets the victory, probably a 10, 15-minute match. You're going to get over probably 2 or 3 F5s, and he thinks that Oba is done. Oba kicks out for some shit. And Oba gets the victory with maybe 2 of those power bombs or something. But no, it ain't going to be a squash match. Let's make that clear. After that, they'll probably give us Becky Lynch versus Sara Ruka for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I don't know about this one because it depends on how bad they want to push Sara Ruka. Because the first match was disqualification, and they did it to set up this in Italy. Why would you, if you were going to put the belt on her, why not do it during the Saturday Night Main Event? So apparently, Sara Ruka is going to win the Intercontinental Championship in Italy because they really want to get her over. And Becky can afford losing the title because Becky's already a made woman. I mean, let's keep going. Plus, at some point, either Becky and AJ Lee will wrestle again, or they move Becky on to go after Liv for the title, which means Becky becomes a face. But right now, Becky's having a great heel run. So, and 2, could Becky lose the title to Sara Ruka and then eventually get it back to where Becky becomes the greatest Intercontinental Women's Champion and have multiple reigns? There's many ways they can go about this with Becky if they don't want to put Becky into the world title run, and they don't want to have to change her face because here's the problem. If she goes after Liv, she had to become a face. If you're talking about having to go after Ripley, that means she's switching brands. And yeah, Seth is on, Raw. So now, I see Sara Ruka winning that. Then we have Jade Cargill defending the women's championship again. Excuse me. Rhea Ripley defending the women's championship against Jade Cargill. It's not even hard. Jade Cargill not getting that belt back. I'm sorry. See, it's a reason why TKO put the belt on Rhea Ripley. Even though Jade Cargill has a whole clique with her, why would you take the belt off Rhea Ripley? First of all, why would you take the belt off of Jade Cargill to put it on Rhea? If you wanted Jade Cargill to have a title run. And 2, the way that TKO is acting and the storyline that I'm seeing that they're trying to shape up, Rhea needs the belt. So it kind of makes sense for Rhea Ripley to retain the title. Do I see Jay Cargill eventually becoming women's champion at some point? Now, the question you got to ask yourself is, why did they take the belt off of Jay Cargill? Well, let's be real. Her title reign wasn't that great. I mean, she hardly defended, and it really didn't. If I put it this way, people was more invested in the women's world title champion than the women's WWE Women's Championship when Jay Cargill was champion. Because think about it, who was champion? It was Stephanie McCure. Before that, it was Naomi. You know what I'm saying? Jay Cargill defeated, Tiffany Stratton. You know what I'm saying? The match wasn't that great. They haven't really booked it with anybody but so much. And then, like I said, with Bianca Belair being hurt and then becoming pregnant, which tells me that Bianca Belair. Okay, is it safe to say Jay Cargill was a transitional champ? Which is kind of fucked up. Because I would think that y'all would have done better by her instead of making her a transitional champ. Because that's what it feels like they did for Jay Cargill. They just made her a transitional champ. Because if Bianca Belair was able to come back, something tells me that they were going to put the belt on Bianca Belair. So they already was figuring to have her lose the title. So if that's the case, she's a transitional champ and she doesn't regain the title in Italy, that's kind of fucked up. But I'm expecting Rhea Ripley to retain. Now, this is crazy to me. You having Gunther, who y'all trying to remain strong for a minute and to retire, probably Brock Lesnar, whoever the hell else about to retire. You have him go for the title against Cody Rhodes. Now, this tells me that Cody really ain't have no other contenders. There ain't nobody else for him to wrestle or beat, so all this left is Gunther. Gunther is not winning the WWE Championship. No. It makes no sense for Gunther to win it. Is it going to be a good match? Probably damn near match tonight. Yeah, but I see Cody retaining. I don't see him retaining with the Crossroads. He's going to retain by outsmarting Gunther. And they're going to put a pin in it and bring it back for him and Gunther to have a match again. Probably wouldn't surprise me if probably WrestleMania or something. So now the main event. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns against no breaks, all gas. I mean, Jacob Part 2. Okay, people, this is gonna be a brutal ass match. It wouldn't surprise me if Roman get busted open. What I hate is that Jacob will not win this match. I hate that they threw him into a title program just to make him be a part of the bloodline. Because the whole point of this is whoever wins, especially Roman, Jacob has to acknowledge him as chief. Have to acknowledge Roman. And Roman wants that. If Jacob wins, Roman has to do the same. Now, I know WWE ain't going to have the balls to pull the trigger and have Jacob win. I don't. But I hate the fact that I really didn't want Fatu to be a part of the bloodline. I actually wanted to keep him separate from Roman in there. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'd rather him to go after Cody. No, seriously, I'd rather him to went after Cody. Because you already had him and Drew McIntyre damn near destroy each other. So why not have him go after Cody? But you have him go after Roman for him to lose to Roman and become a part of the bloodline. Which tells me that once again, TKO is a little worried about where the WWE is heading. They love the money, but they know wrestling can turn on drop of a dime. So they're looking at the bloodline was what made WWE so much money. So let's go back to that well. But instead of us going back to the well, let's add a different person to the mix. Because before it was Solo Sikoa. Now let's do Jacob. My biggest worry that Jacob falls to the wayside. But the way Jacob is, will he fall to the wayside? Because he's more charismatic than Roman. He's more over. I mean, he is over, if not more over than Jay. And like I said, I'm curious to see where this is going to go. But do I think WWE going to pull the trigger and have Jacob Fatu win the title? No. LOL, Roman Reigns wins. And you will see Jacob Fatu get up after a war. I love you, Roman Reigns. And he will be a part of the bloodline. Yeah. So that's it. That really it. Like I said, I pretty much just talked about Raw already. It just bare minimum. We had the Vision to defend the title in a good match with Javon Evans. Javon Evans, if they thinking about turning Javon heel, because at the end of that match, Javon, my nephew, was a little upset. He felt frustrated. And to be honest with you, I kind of think maybe they might need to think about it. The reason why, because Javon has not won a title since he's been in WWE. He's had multiple title matches, title programs, barn burner matches, but never held a belt. And is this going to be where Javon Evans turn heel? I'm curious. So that's it for WWE and the thing is, I also know this Saturday we finally get the conclusion to El Grande Americano versus OG Americano in a match versus match. I will be watching that myself. Also, my prediction with that, even though Kaiser got arrested, I don't see Kaiser losing. Kaiser fits it too much. He's already slated to go for the AAA title. Chad can come off. Chad is not as convincing as the El Americano Grande. So why not? You feel me? Why not? And so there you go. On the NXT front, we have the world title. We have their title, the NXT title picture coming into to the picture. You have Naruku and basically Evil. Fuck it. He's evil to me. They're making Evil the honorable villain. No, I'm gonna make sure that nothing happened to you until me and you meet. He stopped Cam from attacking D'Angelo. Also, Mason Rook is pissed because he's not involved in the world title, in the title picture. It's crazy how Cam has been thrown into the mix, which they must really be high on that dude, as well as Rook. And I think they're going to have Evil against Rook next week at some point. Also, Lower Vice retained the women's title. And you start to see the cracks in the coloring. So at some point, they're going to oust Shawn Spears. Now, if they're smart, because of Spears' character, what if he outs them with two other characters, another female and a male, and he turns on them and takes them out? Because to me, you need Shawn Spears to be a villain, not a face. It's time for Izzy Dane and your boy to become faces. I like Izzy Dane as a heel type, I get it, but Shawn Spears doesn't make a good face, honestly. Romeo Marano won his speed tournament match, and he will be facing against Lexus King next week. Also, the Vanity Project is still on their stuff, and we have an explanation from Dark State on why they turned on Saquon Sugars, because they basically say he was too much of a wild card and so forth. And of course, they attacked Miles Bourne as well as attacked Travion Heights. But my nephew, Saquon Sugar, has been stalking the Dark State. So I smelled that to count out the Dark State, Saquon Sugar, Miles Bourne, and Travion Heights is going to team up. I wonder why they decided for Saquon Sugar to be the one that have the singles run and not Lennox. Because I would have thought Lennox would have been the one they kicked out and they turned face, and Saquon be the heel. But maybe Lennox is a better heel, and the whole nine. But like I said, I like Saquon. He was standing, he was looking down upon him on the top of the roof. I said, yeah. So we're gonna see what Saquon Sugar, formerly known as Lucky Ali, what he gonna do with them boys. Also, I wanted to talk about Aaron Ward from Evolve. I watched his match where he defended the world title, defended the Evolve title against Tristan Angel, which was a very good match. Aaron Rourke is smooth, Bo. The way he moved is smooth. I sat there and really watched this man. I said, damn, he like the way he moves is just effortlessly, flawlessly. It's like he has no problem. Everything is smooth. I'm looking forward to see him advance to NXT and even to the main roster. I'm definitely looking forward to see more people. I see why they put the belt on this guy. And now I see that him and the Mag Squad, and the old heads from Evolve are going to now feud. So that's going to be interesting. And I'm curious about these damn, what would they call them? The bodyguards, the security. But they roughed up Harlem, Harlem after his match with that boy Brent. Plus also Sloan Slade pinned the Evolve champion. So expect a title match to be announced at some point. And Evolve was pretty good. I ain't even going for it's getting good or what have you. And NXT, I don't think has found its footing. It's still recovering from the call-ups. Tony Angelo doing a good job as champ. I'm not even gonna front. I love it. But I'm still the character that I see that's really gonna wrap this up is Lizzie Rain. I'm so ready to see more of her, you know, and the whole nine. Yeah. So I'm done. I've been talking about enough fucking wrestling as it is. So there you go. So people, once again, you know what to do. Hit that QR code for the Premium Smoke Room. Also, do not forget to check out S.T.O, the Smokers Lounge, on Tuesdays, as well Bonus Smoke Fridays. You feel what I'm saying? So look, I got to get up out of here. I got to go. I got things to do. I got a life to live. So you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over.